So the Old School Nursery was previously known as Ditchingham Day Nursery, and we have recently relocated to Shelton, which is close by to villages like Wootton, Hempnell and Long Stratton. A typical day for us at the Old School Nursery is all about the children. So as soon as we open the doors, we welcome the children in and we get to know what they've been up to at the weekend, or pass on any messages from their parents, which we use to inform our day here. The children have snacks throughout their sessions here, and they also have packed lunch. And we provide play-based activities to support the children with their learning and development. The main aim for all children at the Old School Nursery is to make sure that they are resilient learners. They're enthusiastic about learning and engaging with one another, and they can speak their own mind. So we promote the three areas, the prime areas in the EYFS here. Those are communication and language, physical development, and personal, social and emotional development. So it's all about our engagement with the children, their engagement with each other, learning to understand our emotions, being able to communicate our needs and our likes and our interests, and our dislikes as well, so that our friends and those around us know what makes us feel uncomfortable, and we know that as well. And the other thing would be to be able to be independent, to do everything for ourselves, ready for our next transition. I think the most important thing here is the holistic child. So putting the child in the centre of everything that we do, make sure that we're always doing it for the right reasons. So it's not about ticking a box and making sure that children can do this and that and it's regimented. It's about that child. What is achievable for them? What can they do? What is their next goal? And putting them in the centre of that, and making sure that our families are also involved. The children learn through their play and their interactions with their peers and their adults. So everything that we do is based around the child. The child is in the centre of everything. So if a child has been to the beach at the weekend, or they've just come back from holiday, it might be that we get resources out like the sand and the sea animals to support that area of learning, and to incorporate all their areas of learning so that they can get the best out of their session here. We get lots of support from the Benjamin Foundation, and I think one of the nicest things that we've adapted from them is the nurtured heart approach. That means that we provide children with positivity and that nurture and that love to be able to grow and to be able to flourish, very much like a lot of their parents will do at home. So we imitate that. By doing that, that means that the children aren't scared of making mistakes. They're in an environment where if they make a mistake, that's okay, because we learn from those. So we don't want them to feel fearful of something not going according to plan. We have 3 different rooms to support those children with their levels of development and their need. So we have the Buttercup room. The Buttercup room is for our 3 months to 2 years. So in there we can have a maximum of 12 babies with 4 members of staff. Everything within the room is really low level, so that means that the children can access it themselves, and we are big on promoting independence, so they wash their hands before they have their snack. The other thing that we do in that room is we try our best to imitate the routines that you guys have at home as well. So that means that we're supporting life at home, and we're creating consistency for the children within the room. But obviously to do that we need parent support and good communication between the practitioners and the parents. Everything that we do is based on play and experiences. So it could be that they have the sand out, or they've got some Play-Doh and they're learning what that feels like, and we're introducing that language. Or it could be that we've got the musical instruments and we're listening to the different sounds. So that room is very, very sensory based to support the needs of our children. We then have this snowdrop room. The snowdrop room is for 2 to 3 year olds. So we have a mix of children in here. We change the resources up on a daily basis to support all children's needs depending on what sessions they're in. The room, again, everything is low level and accessible to the children, so that they can choose and they have ownership on their own play and learning. Lastly, we have the preschool room, which is our Bluebell room. So that's where we really focus on independence and getting our children ready for their next venture, which is school. So we do carpet time for an extended period of time. We have a visual timetable to support the children with their understanding what's going to happen next, and taking part in that as well. The children will cut their own snack, they butter their own crackers, they pour their own milk. And again, we change up those resources to support the children with their learning and their development. They also have access to a garden, which again, on a daily basis, is set up for the children. So depending on what they're interested in, I know today they've got a car wash. So we're really into washing the cars, getting them mucky in the mud pit, and then we go and wash them and make them smell glorious with some shaving foam. What we do is we know every single child. So we're a small nursery which enables all members of staff to build relationships with children and their families and know them really well. That creates an environment that feels like home, so the children find it easier to come in, they settle better, we have really good relationships with our families, and that means that we know the children as well as we possibly can, and they get better outcomes for it.
Do you have anything else to add?
No. Was that okay?
Fantastic.
Can I keep your leg?